minutes of the regular season down. Week 9. This will make 21-yard line, so a net.
Their own 21-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Seahawks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, Carson, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
Their own 45-yard lines.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
Hey, switch gears. 56. We got double up.
On play action, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Come on, TB, come on. Check 52. Check 43. Half 85.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it out for Olsen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down by Mike.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bills take over.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
The 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Carson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Bills nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, turn it up.
Allen going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
9:55. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
There defensively.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Play action here on 1st down. Going for Met. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They run here with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Number 14, DK.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Not today. 55's my guy, 55. You. Alert. Kill. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Jones.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's crashing. 52. Check hot route.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And this one complete to Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. You go tight.
Allen now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54. Hey, tight. Kill. Turn up. Quick the edge.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 2-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Check 50.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed. Front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check 55. I'm coming. Hey, hold. Check out 3. Check 9.
On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Going for Metcalf, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Bills 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This complete to Lockett. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 2nd down.
Josh Norman.
To throw again, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Wilson will throw again. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. Escapes the sack. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen, being chased out left. And brought down but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mike, 55, right there. Alert! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch.
From just shy of midfield, Allen going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Bills 14. To kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Push him back.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing again here, Wilson. The 20. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Bills 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Fights forward. For 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, Bills 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this...
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
TJ Yeldon.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Wilson now off the bootleg. His throw incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon. and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Right there. 54, right there. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Throwing again. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Seahawks 56, Bills 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.